Hi, I'm Bryce Payne. I have a local legend spotlight with Bruce Paneitz. Bruce, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thank you, Bryce.
I just wanted to start off with talking about your experience being in Owensville High School with graduating from here, and how was your high school like sports and everything like that?
Oh, I played baseball, basketball, and football, all of them, and really enjoyed it and got a lot out of it.
Good, good. Did you have any like fond memories where it's like a certain team or anything really stood out to you?
Not so much. I mean, we had some pretty good basketball teams back then and done decently well. So,
Okay. You also was you were a big coaching. You coached me in seventh grade, I think it was, and we had a pretty good team. How many years did you coach for Owensville?
well, I started off with the fourth and fifth and sixth grade program and kind of helped start that actually, and then I coached with Coach Jed. I think we coached together maybe 4 years somewhere in that area.
Okay, okay. Um, a lot of people know you as the voice for Owensville athletics. How did you really get into that role, and how many years have you been really at that?
I've been doing it for 35 years. This is my 35th year, and I've done football for 33 of the 35. How I got into it was I had an open invitation from Mark Leach, who was the athletic director at the time, to come in and see the new gym. It had never been played in. There was nothing. It was probably like June, July before even school even started. There had nothing in it, and it had been completed. And he told me to come in at my convenience, and so I did one day, and that's what ended up happening. And then what? He started telling me that this thing seats 2,000 people, over 2,000 people in the gym, and he started bragging up the gym, and I said, "Yeah, it's beautiful, and it really is, and it still is today." Um, and and then he started talking about the public address system, and he asked me about public address system, and I said, "Well, what do you, that's nice, and stuff. You've got a nice PA system." And then he popped the question. He said, "I wanted to see if you would do the public address for me." And I was thinking, no. And I really wanted to tell him no. And he said, "Would you do it for me?" And I said, "I'll try." And then from then on, I probably had to, from about July till December. I think the first game in the gym was against Borgia, and it was back in December. It was in
Yep.
December. And so I had that much time to worry about it.
Yeah, that's probably one of the biggest things that I will miss from being a high school athlete, because you did my sister, my brother, and me, and just hearing my name over the intercom, and it's really something you just are really gonna miss by playing sports and everything. And we thank you for that, because I think that's one of the faces of Owensville athletics, of being having your name called and everything like that.
Right.
So.
I appreciate that.
Yep. So you have a daughter, right?
Yes, I do.
Did she play sports and everything through
She
high
played
school?
volleyball, uh, and then she played basketball up until I think her sophomore year. She finished her sophomore year with it, and then she didn't play basketball anymore.
Did she
So,
move on to college or anything to play volleyball or anything like
no, she
that?
did not.
Okay. Okay. She is a coach at Sullivan, right? She
That's
coaches
correct.
volleyball. That's
Yes.
that's what I thought. I got a couple things on here. It says that you were big on the park board for a, for a while down there at in the middle of town.
Yes, I was on the park board for several years and kind of spearheading. I'm not bragging when I say these things. I spearheaded
Oh,
the
definitely not.
swimming pool update over there, and so that was kind of a nice thing. And I don't remember how many years I was on the park board, but for several years I was.
Good. Um, so kind of wrapping this up, what would be some of the biggest advice you would give to a graduating senior and going into the world of just
Um,
sort of.
you know, Different people can do different things, and I would suggest that most people go to college of some sort or get some kind of, like state tech training or something
Yep.
like that. You need some of that, and I think that will help you in life. I really do.
Okay. Perfect. Well, we want to thank you for coming in, and I also want to thank you for being there, saying my names for just some of the stuff I've done. And thank you, Bruce.
I've said a lot of names. Well, thank you, Bryce. I appreciate doing it. So,
Perfect.
yep,
Thank you so much.
you're welcome.